SL Billiards. We're in the first game of the final round robin at this, the third SL Billiards World Invitational Tournament. Invitational in the sense that 4 of the players are seeded and will have to spot 10 points to opponents who qualified from the preliminaries. On behalf of AccuStats, I'm Bob Byrne. I'll be describing the action along with my guest here in the booth, Mr. Tommy Thompson. Hi, Tom.
Hello, Bob. Happy to be here.
You played Mr. Sayginer yourself in the preliminaries, didn't you?
Let's just say we're in the same flight together. He plays a game that I'm not really too familiar with.
And that's what the other world players say, that he is a one-of-a-kind wizard. He came out of Turkey with no particular teachers, or he had no connection with European billiards. He's a self-made genius. They're getting ready to lag for break. I believe they want to start all the games at the same time, so there's a little bit of a delay. But I was talking to Dick Jaspers, and he said it's a lot of fun to play Mr. Sayginer, or even to watch him play, because he is very unusual. He's a flashy player. I believe he's the current world artistic billiard champion.
I believe so. He gave an exhibition the other night of some incredible shots, even a couple I'd never seen before, and I have seen many other artistic tapes.
Well, the people watching this tape, they're in for a treat, because he is a flashy player. He doesn't waste much time, as contrasted to Mr. Jaspers, who is a little bit more deliberate and who does a little more planning on his shot, whereas Sayginer steps right up and fires for the most part.
He's not afraid to shoot some of those fancy shots in a game either. He's very confident.
Right. To give you an idea of his skill, in the preliminary flight, he had to win his flight in order to get in here to the finals. And in the preliminaries, he averaged 1.468. Look at Jaspers, very nearly froze the ball on the lag. I believe they're discussing whether or not he has a choice of balls.
What happens, Bob, is they preset the names up on the scoreboard up there.
I see.
And they just set them up there anywhere. They don't wait until after the lag, and so sometimes someone chooses a ball on where the name's on the other side. So it's confusing for confusing for the spectators.
Yes, there's beads where they keep score for the public to watch, and on the white beads they want to put the player with the white ball. So the houseman is setting the names of the players up on the wire. It's out of our sight because of the framework that AccuStats has set up, a steel frame with parachute silk to disperse the extra lighting over the table that we're filming on. Mr. Jaspers has chosen the yellow ball. He's won the leg. He's about to break. Almost got the famous kiss.
I think this shot he's going to shoot right now, this is a cross-table shot that on these European tables is almost like a gimme. The ball just drops down, not like
just
on
keeps
Brunswick.
Zigzagging right down?
It does. It's just, you don't have to hit it hard. It's just so easy to shoot. I think that's what he's going to shoot here. Yes, see that? Well,
yeah,
he didn't hit it very well.
No, they usually knock that one in.
That's right.
Uh-oh, he's left quite a big opening for Sayginer. Don't you love his look? He's a very dramatic looking
Looks
guy.
like a barracuda almost. Or actually more like a Western gunfighter.
That's right. Yeah, I can see him walking up like Jack Palance did in that one movie. The hired gunslinger.
Yes. Ooh, right through the very tiny hole.
So Jaspers in this game will have to go to 60 points, and Sayginer only has to go to 50. It's absurd, really, because Sayginer is now ranked 7th in the world. Jaspers is ranked 4th in the world, and that's an even match. But because of the way this tournament was set up, anybody who qualified gets a 10-point spot.
Of course, that happened last year with the man who won the tournament. He got a 10-point spot. He was ranked, I believe, 7th in the world also.
That's Frederick Coudron. Not quite.
These tables are lightning fast, and then they put some things on the balls that make it even faster. So a lot of the players will hit the ball very, very easy, and you'll see it just roll forever. He hit the ball just a touch too easy that time.
Yeah, this is the fastest equipment in the world, probably. Not only the tables are excellent, made by Verhoeven of Belgium, but Sang Lee has them vacuumed after every game. The cloth is stretched extremely tightly. The cloth is new, and then he puts a compound on the balls that makes them slippery. So I can tell by watching the players, some of them struggling a bit on how to control these balls. There's lots of slip and slide and tremendous speed.
Right.
Did you have any trouble making the break shot in your preliminary flight?
Well, because I had played here last year, I was aware of that fact, and I practiced quite a bit before I played. So, no, I adjusted my break shot, hit much, much shorter than I normally do with hardly any English at all, almost a dead ball. And then that seemed to come in pretty well.
You watch Sayginer, he is extremely good at position play.
Yes.
He thinks about that first ball and where it's going to end up. See, he brings the red over to the same side of the table. Well, that could have worked out a little better.
Yes.
But he's on a run of 3, and there's a fly that wants to get into the game.
We were just talking about the stuff they put on the balls. Would that be like a fly on the ointment?
Fly on the ointment. It's some secret sauce that Sang Lee puts on there.
I don't believe it's silicone, though. I always thought it was silicone, but the more I think about it, the more I don't. I think it's just
Somebody said there's glycerin in it.
Yes.
Sayginer is in command here.
Well, if Jaspers plays the kind of game he played against St. Lee last year, where he ran a 15 and he made 50 points in, I believe, 23 innings.
Yes, that was
he might have a chance.
Exciting game.
But he almost has to do that against Sayginer, spotting him 10 points.
See, this is just what the seeded players hate to see happen. They're spotting the guy 10, and then the guy gets a big run right at the beginning.
Right.
He ran a 4. So that's 4-1.
I believe so. We'll try and keep people updated with the score every once in a while, but not every shot. Jaspers has a very difficult shot right here. Very small red ball down there. I think he might try and drop it into the corner. Rail first, off the white.
Yeah, rail first will give it quite a bit of spin, which certainly he doesn't want.
No.
I can see if he's going to go below center, he's going to draw back.
He's going to draw back, yes.
To the middle of the far short rail. Missed. Notice he played that with completely make speed. He didn't baby it in order
for
safety play.
Exactly. These players don't worry too much about safeties. They kind of say, if you can beat me when I average 1.8, you can beat me, then win.
Yeah. Well, what's he going to do here? It's
tough shot again. Around the table, maybe up and down the table, maybe.
I think it'd be too thin for up and down. I think he's just going off the right on a 4-rail pattern. Yeah, that's going to be 5 if it makes.
Yes. Got the kiss. That's a almost inherent in that shot. It's very close to a kiss.
Jaspers, who speaks very good English, so does Sayginer for that
Yes,
matter.
he does.
So
Both of them.
practically all the players.
Almost all the players.
All the ones from Europe, at least.
Yes, one of the Turkish players doesn't speak much.
Jaspers was telling me that Holland has between 30 and 50 players who average one. So he says to become Dutch champion is quite a feat.
Yes. Oh.
A little bit
A
lucky.
little lucky there. He smiles a bit.
I asked him about system play, and he said that if the table is playing true, he'll use system on a bank shot. But on equipment like this, which is so long and so different from regular tables, he feels that you have to make such an adjustment to the numbers, you might as well just use judgment.
I have to agree. Well, all the time that I played, I tried to adjust, and it's just too hard. You have to take too many points off your score. Nice
How he
little
played
force follow.
that. That's amazing.
Very nice. I noticed them shooting that quite a bit in the preliminaries, not Jaspers, of course, but many of the Europeans, that little force follow shot. They're very confident in the way they hit that.
Well, I guess it becomes a better option on super fast equipment.
Yes,
then
it
you
does.
don't have
It
to.
flattens it out. Yes.
And you can have enough speed.
Right.
Very nice. He's got a 3.
Jaspers is from a little town called Onheim, something like that. I forget. 9,000 people. He was telling me he has 4 people from his town that average over 1 from a 9,000 person town.
Oh, he's in good shape.
Yes.
But that reminds me what Sonny Cho said. He's one of the best players and works here at this room. That
Yes.
his mother was ill, and someone said, "How's your mother?" And he said, "Oh, not so hot. She only averages .3." Okay, Jaspers, I think, is on a run of 3.
Yes. It may be a double rail shot here.
I think that's a double rail.
Yeah.
No, it's just a plain
No, just a
short
regular
angle.
shot. Very nice. Such a pure stroke.
He's a very well-trained player. He comes out of that program in Holland, which is so organized.
Who was his teacher? Have you ever talked to him about that?
No, I haven't.
Very nice.
It's a run of 6. Well, I think you can begin to get the idea why he's the 4th-ranked player in the world, or 5th. I guess Raymond Ceulemans, who's not played too much lately, has slipped to 4th.
Yes, he's been sick. He just had a kidney operation Friday before last. That's why he's not here at the tournament. He was scheduled to be here.
He has a gallbladder removed, is what it was.
That's what it was.
And he was supposed to be here. That looks good.
Yep. Ooh,
Not
just
quite.
slipped by. You notice, though, even though he had to go around the table twice, he still didn't hit the ball hard.
No, and
This
look how far the ball
That's
went.
right. This equipment is just so fast. You just have to just
Might mention
touch
that
the ball.
the referee is Walt Harris. author of 2 books on 3-cushion billiard system play, Billiard Atlas 1 and 2. Too many authors in the world. I have too much competition. There's Walt. Good player himself, too. You have to be a good player to referee a match with players of this caliber. Danny McGurdy told me when he was playing the top players in the old days and he didn't know what shot to take, he'd watch to see where the referee went to stand, and then he would have an idea what shot he was supposed to take.
Very nice.
See, he
Reverse ticky.
just shot that like it was nothing. Didn't
Yep.
take any particular time with it. I had a chance to talk to Sayginer a little bit. He said there's 65 million people in Turkey and maybe 5 million play billiards.
That's an incredible percentage.
And 10 or 15,000 play seriously, he said.
And our USBA membership is 500, 700
Is it? Yeah.
out of 280 million people. I think this upsurge in equipment, though, is going to make a big difference in play here.
Yes, we're finally getting these beautiful tables in our rooms, and
Right.
people watching should be reminded that Tommy Thompson owns a room in Beaverton, Oregon, which is a suburb of Portland, and you're getting 2 tables.
Yes, I just purchased 2 Cheviot tables from France.
Mhm.
They should be installed by early September.
There's a 5 run. How many tables will you have, billiard tables?
I have 4 now, and I'll have 2 Brunswicks and 2 Cheviots. I hope maybe next year I can save enough money to buy 2 more Cheviots. Master Billiards here in Queens has, I think, 6 Cheviots, and there's another room that has 8 Cheviots here.
The one owned by Abel Calderon?
Abel Calderon, that's correct.
See, what's the use of running 6? And the other guy comes back and runs 6.
That might be a little
Oh.
long.
That was a run of 5. Making the score 9 to 7 in favor of the young Turk.
And of course, remember, he just has to go to 50, whereas Jaspers has to go to 60. Very nice little cross-table try. I believe the reason he did that is so there was no chance of a kiss at all on that shot.
And look at the lead.
Exactly. But
Also, that cross-table shot's not too bad on this equipment because it holds that spin on
that's
the
right. It
rail.
slides right across. It doesn't dive like most American tables do. Speaking of cross-table
Yep.
shots.
Just barely missed.
Yeah. That was a good. Excuse me. That was a good example right there of what happens when you hit the ball too hard. Is that the table reacts in a bad way, in the fact that it doesn't work, doesn't do what you would want it to do. Whereas on American tables, sometimes when you hit it hard, it does do what you want it to do.
Well, if there's a curve involved, on an American table, the curve takes, whereas here it's so slippery, it's across and back and before the action.
That's right.
Mr. Jaspers says that Sayginer is a very intense and serious player. He's very serious about his game. Boy, look at that action.
Nice draw. Very nice draw.
I mean, he's ambitious and he wants to be the best, and he is fast rising.
He certainly is. I can see him being the best in the world in a very short time.
I said to Jaspers that we had never heard of him before about 2 years ago. What about you? He says, me neither. We never heard of him either.
Unbelievable. And Turkey is not one of your, you wouldn't think it would be one of your billiard powers.
No, but
except that what he just said, of course.
It has 500 or 5 million or some number of players. It's,
yes.
In fact, another Turkish gentleman came
very nice Turkey there
in the tournament and survived the preliminaries and
yes.
is in the consolation bracket. His name is Emek. So Turkey and Korea are two countries that have shouldered their way into the front ranks.
Well,
here.
they certainly have.
A run of 6.
This year there weren't quite as many Koreans that actually played as there were last year. I believe, though, that more were entered, but quite a few had to drop out at the very last minute for various reasons.
Let's take another look at this one shot. It's a ticky. 1, 2, 3. Very nice shot from that particular position. Back to the game and live action as Sayginer makes one. Boy, there's been quite a few runs in this game now.
Well, when you play to 23 and 25 innings, obviously you have to have a lot of 5s and 6s and so on. I believe the high run in the whole tournament so far is a 13.
Really? Was somebody
yes.
at a 13?
Yes, Mr. Haberman had a 13. He broke my record at the beginning. I had an 8 at the beginning, and then he had a 9 the next day, and the next day he had a 13.
Nice shot.
Very nice up and down. Good speed.
Didn't you say you got your 8 on the first shot you took in the tournament?
First shot of the whole tournament. First inning of the whole tournament.
Look how quickly he played that.
Yes. Oh,
gee,
got a
he
lucky
just
kiss.
Stepped right up.
Yeah.
On a lot of tables, that shot would probably be impossible because he had to come all the way up to the third diamond.
Again, it's a good indication of how long this table is playing. A good diamond, maybe even a diamond and a quarter longer than almost all other tables.
Boy, here's a nice looking shot.
Yes.
Too.
Again, just stepped up and shot it though, but he missed that one. Maybe he was embarrassed. I think this might be another good cross table shot here now. Off the red, maybe. No, we'll see what happens. No, he's going to play around the table.
Now he's looking at the cross. Now he's going back to the cross.
That would be my first choice, to be cross table. Again, because these tables play so nicely cross table. It's just let the table do all the work for you.
Yeah.
See how nicely that came down?
Yes, he missed one earlier, so I guess he is the idea now.
Left himself a tough second chance
Yeah,
here.
could have been better.
He might go across table off the red though here, back and forth,
Yeah,
back down the table, but we'll see.
He's looking them all over. He's 2 or 3 shots and none of them are easy. Force follow?
Yes, I believe so. As I said, they
Watch
have
this
no
follow.
fear.
I think it's too long.
Just a bit.
Okay, the score is 10 for Mr. Jaspers and 12 for Mr. Sayginer. See, he does seem a little careless sometimes, and Jasper says he does because he plays on instinct that he will occasionally blow a shot, but on the other hand, he comes up with some fantasy shots too.
Yes, I heard the same thing also, that his only weakness, probably keeping him out of being the best player in the world, is he misses a fair amount of easy shots.
Oh, he went for that one long.
Right on the money. And position.
Going outside, I guess. Try to pick up a third rail right next to the white ball. Or is he drawing over?
I think he's drawing at the corner.
Drawing over.
Yes.
There's bad hit.
Yep.
Bad inning. He only made 1 point. Hard to miss that short.
He made it.
Incidentally, over at the next table, one of the qualifiers, Tony Carlson, who happens to be 8th ranked in the world, has jumped out to about a 19-6 lead over Zanetti. And on top of that, he's going to get another 10 points.
That's right.
That's pretty tough to do against players of this caliber. Spot him 10 points.
Both Carlsons and Sayginer in the preliminaries just looked incredibly hot. In fact, before Carlson's last game, he was averaging 1.7 something.
Oh, and then he had a bad game?
He had only 40 and 48 innings, less than 1. So that dropped him down to 1 point.
2 something, wasn't it? 1.250.
1.250, yes. Sayginer in the preliminaries, they played 40-point preliminaries. He had...
He's just going long.
Very nice. Sayginer had 4 of his games in 20-some innings.
Gee,
1 in 25, 2 in 23, and 1 in 21.
That's at 40
for
points.
40 points, yes.
Four points.
Yes, and position still.
Our cameraman here today is Pat Fleming Jr., and if you get a chance, Pat, follow Sayginer over to the player's chair and watch how he works on his tip between innings.
Just out. I was just going to say that this table lends itself very well to that +2 system.
It does.
Very, very well for it.
See, look at him work on it. Sometimes he really... Oh, see, now he's wiping off any chalk so that the barrel stays nice and white. Previous inning, he attacked it as if he's trying to drill a hole through the chalk.
There's a nice massé shot, perhaps, here.
Wow, I don't even know what he would do.
Neither do I. Let's go around the red ball. Yes, he is going to massé about a 45-degree.
Let's take
50.
it. Yeah, there's a nice inset, but you can see both views
Yes.
at once. I don't even know what he's trying to do, though.
Back to the long rail, I guess. Yeah,
He was just going up to the long rail.
Yes.
He's one of the players who started with straight rail and ball climb and 1 cushion before moving on to 3 cushion. But we have quite a few top players now who are arguments against the necessity of doing that to become a top 3 cushion player. For instance, Blumdahl, Sayginer, and Sang Lee did not start playing the small games.
And what is their argument against that?
Well, that they did it. That they
That's the only argument.
Yeah.
That it can be done with that. Okay. Not that it detracts from your 3 cushion game.
Kuhlman used to say you had to start that way to be really tops, but those 3 players have proven that you don't have to do it that way. Of course, in this country, we start with pool, usually.
Pool and snooker. Even snooker in the old days. Pool now.
Unfortunately, our top 4 players in the United States aren't in the tournament. Al Gilbert is opening a room in Denver, and Frank Torres is remodeling his room in Las Vegas. And George Ashby just took a job and didn't want to take a week off immediately.
Oh, look at that double, force follow, double the rail, and he got it. Very nice. That's as I was mentioning before.
I hope we can
he has
see
no
that
fear.
one again.
He has no fear in shooting those fancy shots against his competition. A lot of confidence in his stroke.
The other top American player who is Carlos Hallen, and I don't know why he's not here. He works at a room only about 50 blocks from here. Oh, he kissed out again.
Gee.
Looks like that's the only way to stop the guy.
Boy, that's amazing. We get a replay on that.
If we had a replay, it would be nice on that force follow double the rail. 10 innings. 10 innings, and the score is 19-11.
In favor of Sayginer.
Let's take a look at that replay. See, watch this shot. Look at the yellow ball is quite a ways off the rail. So you wouldn't think that the shot was even possible.
Back to live action here.
Well, we didn't get the replay, so let's go back to the game. Live action. This is coming to you on tape, but nevertheless it is live. Well, he's not happy with that miss.
No. Notice that many of the players are wearing different kinds of patches, many of them for different companies. We're in Minolta camera patch.
Yeah, a lot of them have sponsors. Sayginer has something on his sleeve. I don't know what it is.
Beautiful position shot.
He's going to be hard to beat in this tournament.
Beautiful position shot, and so is Carlson's. I mentioned a while ago, both of them just played incredibly well in the preliminaries. Just love this equipment. And as a matter of fact, many of us thought that they would finish 1 and 2 in the finals because of God.
Look where he has the red.
Very nice position, and he got inside of it too.
Let's take a look at this replay again. There's the force follow. Bang, and into the rail again. That's extremely hard to do when the yellow is not frozen. Another run of 3. So that's 22 points, I think, in 11 innings.
Yes, he's averaging a nice steady 2.
And Jaspers is averaging a measly 1. But he has an opening here.
Yes, he does. He could get a good run going here if he makes his first billiard.
The end of the 10th inning, that was. So here he could go off either side of the ready. Goes that way.
Drove the red ball into the corner that time. Made it a little small, but not much.
He's a little bit worried about the kiss there. That's
Right.
why he hesitated slightly. So he has to do something with the white ball to miss the kiss.
Looks like that. Nice
There comes the
shot.
white around for position.
Very nice. Ooh, went a little bit too far. Again, the speed control on these tables are so important, and just missed by a touch, ball's gonna roll forever.
Yeah. Okay, it's a 3 or 4 rail shot. Going for the red ball, which is a big ball since it's off the rail.
Right. But he missed it long.
He didn't
Again, because this ball slide a lot. Another cross table shot here, maybe.
You know, we have players from so many different countries here. Sweden, Italy, Holland, Turkey, and
Korea, Mexico, South America.
Yeah. But English is sort of the language people use, I noticed.
Yes, it is.
Blumdahl and Jaspers and Sayginer are talking to each other in English.
Right.
I don't think so.
No, but one of the few times he actually played a little bit safe there. Boy, very difficult.
Would you go off the left side of the red, or would you?
Well, if I was his age, yes. At 50, the eyes get a little bit weaker. Got Danny Sanchez's eyes, no problem. Step right up and just wing it.
I think that's what he's going to do, is kind of hit that red ball feather thin.
Yes. There's just room to get by the white. No,
Yeah.
but not that much room.
Yeah, just what I would have done. I've done that times beyond counting. You try and hit it thin and you go right over and hit the other ball immediately.
Yes, it's so easy to do. As I say, it takes super eyes to get by that. He almost hid the white ball behind the red ball there. But he might have, I can't tell. Can he get to the red yellow ball?
It looks like he can. He's a little worried. I guess it's not frozen, so.
No.
Oh, he's okay.
Yeah,
He's
you can see it, yes.
going thin off the yellow.
Ooh, got the kiss though. It's one of the things I noticed in his game is that he gets quite a few kisses because he doesn't play in the systems at all.
Right.
So he doesn't always know where that first ball's going.
Yeah, and he doesn't probably spend quite enough time planning.
Right.
Whereas Jaspers is pretty deliberate.
Yes. Red ball's real small there right now. Otherwise he'd have a pretty easy cross table, but he's going to play off the red ball then. No.
No. Boy, he follows straight through. I was watching his cue that time.
Very straight through. Should be a fairly easier off the red ball back around the table shot.
And he's got a pretty big yellow ball.
Yes.
That'll probably back up. Oh, maybe
Just
one.
barely got it. Something else on these tables, the corners are very, very, very tight. And when you miss a ball, it oftentimes backs up too much and back up.
Yes, backs right along the long rail.
Yes.
Okay, here's another nice draw shot.
Very good speed. Very good speed. Not right around it, but again, a little bit of a safety play there.
Well, he ran 1 point, so he's got 23, I think, to 23 to 13.
Yes, he's getting out there quite a ways. Jasper's going to have a real hard time catching him with the 10-point spot.
Especially with leaves like this.
Yes. Possible ticky and possible cross table shot here.
Looks like a cross table.
Yes.
Kiss to beat.
Yes, big kiss. Beat the kiss, but couldn't hold it in there.
Well, he got a little lucky on that kiss, the way it pushed the white ball way down here.
Although Sayginer has a pretty easy cross table shot here. Cuts the yellow ball past the red. So a big red ball down there. Ooh.
Didn't do it.
No. Again, carelessness.
Jaspers did that a minute ago. I caught the ball.
Yes.
Trying to play a cross table. I think one of the reasons you get that kiss oftener than you think is the throw effect. The first ball throws a little toward the ball you're trying to miss because of the way you're cutting the ball.
You talked about that in your book, don't you, Bob?
Yeah, but I don't think I've ever talked about it as it applies to billiards in getting kisses.
Maybe a ticky behind the red ball here?
Gee, I wonder if he can do that.
I think it's possible. No.
Looks like he's playing
off the one.
what, another cross table?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, it looks like he's using left hand.
Yeah. Yep. Very
What
nice.
a nice
Very
shot.
nice.
Takes good technique to hit that shot.
Yes, it
right
does.
off the rail.
And being 10 feet away. Got a nice little kiss there. Well, maybe he can get something going here and get back in the game.
If he can make this and leave the white ball in a good spot, he'll have a good chance to make some
Right.
hay. He's trying to decide between the cut and a...
Right. Red ball is a little bit small down there. There's a chance to go by it.
Right.
But he tried to play it short.
He
just
barely
got the edge.
Now he's in good shape.
Yes.
Of course, the red is still a small target.
Yes, actually made it a little bit smaller and moved it out away from the
See, now he's looking, I think, at... I don't know what he's looking at.
There's so many possibilities here. Many possibilities. Off either side of the white and even across table.
Now he's
going to
go 2 rails first, he's looking at.
Right. That's actually a real big shot. Especially for a system player. Yeah.
Now, if he goes thin off there, he has to hit it below center, I would think.
He's doubling the rail. That's what he's doing.
Doubling the long rail,
yes.
Okay.
This shot works so well on these tables because it just holds the rail all the way down. Very close. Very nice. Oh, just missed the edge.
It's nice the way he played that so softly.
Yes. You have to play it that softly on this cloth.
Now Sayginer is looking at a 5 rail, and his idea is to miss the kiss. Looks like he's trying to drive the yellow in and out of the corner without hitting the red. But it happened. You should have listened to me. If he was wired so that he could hear our commentary, he would have known about that kiss.
You probably play a lot better, right?
Well, now the white is a big ball. I figure he'll make this shot.
Yeah, I think off the edge of the red there, and back to the white.
Just barely missed the kiss off the first rail. Now,
I've noticed this whole tournament that, and I've seen Kuhlmans and Blumdahl play a number of times, and they seldom get kisses. And Sayginer gets many kisses.
Yeah.
On the other hand, he also averages very high because he has lots of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 runs.
Watch him drop in here dead. No, he didn't do it. Yes, he did.
Just caught the edge. I think he feels lucky there.
I blew the call there. Maybe the viewer should tune into another channel.
Now the white ball and the red ball are back in similar positions they were to at the start of this run.
Now look at this choice. Instead of going off the white, he's going to go off the red.
And cross table.
Just
like a dead ball shot almost there.
Now he's thinking of coming 4 rails or the long way.
Yes,
that's what he's
again,
do.
The way he started this run, the same type of shot. A little smaller ball this time. Oh, missed it badly.
Well, maybe we'll see something interesting here.
There's an old pool saying, it's think long, think wrong. Which sometimes come into play. You have so many shots in this game sometimes that you just...
Take the shorter path.
Sometimes it's just hard to say which one's the right shot. Unless you're...
Gee, now look at this shot. I thought he would play a double rail off the red.
Off the red? He may still do that. Oh, this way. Double the rail off the yellow.
Yep, 3 rails first. You're that close to the rail, you only need slight English. No problem.
Very nice. Nice.
I would have been seduced into the double rail.
Off the red.
Yeah, now
yes.
I see what he chose. It's much easier. There's that fly again.
Oh, nice. Just barely missed
Look how
it.
how steep that backup is.
Yes. What's the score there now? Can you see up there?
Yeah, the score is 24-16 in favor of Sayginer. Well, it's 5 rails. Or is he going to draw it in short?
Hard to say from here. Ah, he went 3
Short.
rails, yeah.
Missed.
Just barely missed it. What's the inning count, Walt?
"17 innings. Score is 24-17. Mr. Jaspers has opened himself a bottle of something. Snapple, maybe.
Yes.
That's going to go through short, isn't it?
Yes, just not quite caught the edge.
No, he's left another good
Yes,
opening.
another chance for a nice run here. Jaspers needs to get going here pretty soon.
That's one of the things about these players is they don't play that much defense, so you will get your shots, but you have to be able to really cash in.
Well, you sure do. Because you know your opponent's definitely going to if you don't. And Sayginer is halfway, almost, well, essentially halfway through the game right now.
I don't know, something happened.
Zanetti just made some kind of spectacular shot. Do we talk a bit about his unusual cue stick?
Well, we'll get him later. Jaspers has to start making some hay on these openings.
Sure does. There's 2. And not a bad shot here.
Okay. Just get rid of the red ball and you're all right. Just picked it up. That's 3.
Boy, that white ball's in a tough spot now. It's frozen on the rail.
He's looking at a short angle. He doesn't like that. Now he can go outside the red with a little helping kiss and come around behind the red.
You go rail first off the white, too.
Yeah.
I think that's a shot I would maybe shoot, a rail first off the white. No kiss that way.
I guess he's trying to see if the short angle will stay that short. That's what he's going to play.
Yes, it's possible kiss there, too. He
Yeah.
has to worry about kiss.
Watch
Getting
the
red ball in the way.
The red comes right back up.
Yeah, red got in the way. He was short anyway, though, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, 20 now for him?
Yeah.
Yes.
But he left them open. They can't.
Yes, he did.
There's a case where the hit was too perfect. If he had hit on either side, he'd have a better shot.
Right. He's got this drop-in shot that so many of the professionals like here, though. Up to the short rail and then down in the corner.
the speed he chose for
Yes.
that. I hit that too soft, I think, and I don't keep the nice angle.
Yeah, it's real hard to...
But he has such confidence, he plays...
That's it. And now he got a very, very nice position here. Notice the cue stick that he uses?
No,
It's an SB cue. It's the one that Schuler kind of has his name attached to it,
Oh,
but it's
yes.
actually made by another company in Europe.
At the next table, Zanetti is making a pretty good comeback, and Tony Carlson of Denmark apparently has it cold because he's brought a roll of toilet paper with him, and he has a big wastebasket right next to the players' table. He keeps blowing his nose.
Oh.
Missed an opening there.
Missed an easy one there.
No, this is not a comfortable shot.
No. A couple ways to play it: off the right side of the white in the corner, off the left side, back
you
into
draw
this corner.
back short, or even up and down off the
Yeah,
white.
possibly even a ticky off the red, but that's a pretty low percentage shot.
Yeah, the red's too close to the rail, I think.
Yeah, it's going off the right side.
Just try to make it 3 rails.
I think so. Yes, he did. And successfully.
Nice shot. There's a 2-rail first shot, I'll bet you.
Mm-hmm.
See, Sayginer would have already shot that by now.
I'm sure he would have.
See, he's looked at all the options and he's forced into the one that seemed evident at the beginning.
Right. Very nice.
Just right. Nice slow speed.
Yes, good position now. Off either ball this time. Probably off the white to the red ball. If you can get the balls rolling for him, you can get back into this game again with a nice run.
That turned out well, the way the
Yes.
white ball landed.
Just waiting for the person next to him to shoot.
Okay, he knows he can't let these openings get away, so he's trying hard.
Nice position.
Well, I guess this is 3 rails short.
Off the white, yes. 4 rails probably.
He's looking at that return off the third.
Mm-hmm.
There he comes.
It's a shot that's easy to hit too hard and goes too short. Got the edge. Very nice. That's 5.
That's how they get those big averages. They keep getting the 4s and 5s and 6s.
Yep. As well as making all the naturals.
Now he's going outside. Have to go up pretty far on the first rail. Nope.
He's a lot of spin. Not quite. Nice run, but it could have been bigger.
Yeah, he thought he was going to make that.
Yeah. Little drop in off the yellow maybe here. Drop
now
in
he has
into the
25
corner.
points and Sayginer has 27.
Now he's playing a little plus.
Is he playing it
I think I can't. Looks like a
short,
little plus
long,
shot.
long?
I think so. Yes. Yes.
That's a little touchy. I mean, does he want
Yes.
to go inside or outside?
Exactly. That's the problem here. If he goes inside, he may come back too short.
I was watching,
Outside, he can play 5 rails or 7 rails. I mean.
I was watching his eyes, and his eyes were darting over to the red ball and back to the cue ball. And then
Yeah. I would think off the. Well, he's going to go around the table.
it's hard to get past the red.
Yes, it is. He did though.
Yeah, that's nice.
6 rails.
Beautiful.
Good speed. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
that was robbery.
Well, I'll see. He's got a real short roll there. Very uncharacteristic short roll.
It's an interesting choice, though, to make that 6 rails.
Yes.
innings.
Got another difficult shot. The balls just aren't setting up very well for
No.
Dick Jaspers this game.
Now he's looking at a force follow,
yes.
right straight through.
Just worry about where the red ball goes. Okay, red ball got out of the way just fine. And he made it.
Notice he played it just hard enough to make.
Yes. Now he's got some good position here.
You see some intermediate players shooting those horse follows too hard
Right.
instead of, you know,
Just hard enough to get there.
controlling the stroke depending on the
Yeah.
length.
Right. A lot of times they think that they have to hit it hard because they make it a two-way shot that way. But
Well, if
in
that's the
in
case-
reality, they get the other ball in the way most of the time. They get
Mhm.
a kiss. So,
He's got a good shot here at short.
yes. Off the white, back over to the
Yeah,
red.
because he
Yes.
has a big ball.
Right. Nicely hit.
Perfect. Came up just either too far or not far
Right.
enough.
I say they're just not quite rolling for him. You could feather around the white ball there, maybe though. Go 4 rails off.
Yeah, I wonder if he's going to try
Could be
to
hit it real hard though too.
He has to beat the kiss right on the off the first rail.
Yes.
Not
Yeah, I think he'd better off feathering the ball, and getting around the white ball before.
yeah. Oh, he did make 3.
Yes.
So he has 28. In fact, it's 28 to 28. Gee, I thought he'd go off the rail.
I thought he would too.
Look what he's doing.
Trying that same cross table that, yes, the Jaspers just shot. Speed.
Gee, he only took, I think, 2 warm-up strokes.
Yes. Very confident, very confident. Such a different game than St. Lee plays.
Yeah.
St. Lee averages, what did you say, 10 or 11 strokes per shot? Every shot?
Yeah.
Every shot. And one time, I think you mentioned to me he had 33 strokes one time. On one of his
that
shots.
was when I was playing him. I had a tape of that game. I went back and replayed it and counted the strokes. 30.
That's amazing.
He stroked 5 times and he straightened up and bent over and stroked 25 more times.
I was thinking I'd fall asleep if he did that.
And there's a lot of different styles that work.
Yes.
There's a run of 4.
Can he drop in off the red ball here? Behind the yellow? Looks like he's going to try it.
I had to shoot real slowly, I would think.
Yes. Just a little dead ball shot. Actually hit on the inside of the ball.
Look at the perfect position. Now
Yes.
he has a huge
Nice
red ball.
Big 5-rail shot here.
Only one thing to worry about, and that is a kiss down by the chalk on that end rail.
Cut out the kiss nicely though.
By shooting
cutting
short,
it.
yeah.
Exactly. Makes the red ball huge down there. And good position again.
Gee whiz, look at this shot.
He could play it 3 rails short. He could go around the table 5 rails, 6 rails.
He's playing it thin, so he's going
Yeah.
5, 6, or 7 rails. Worried about the red ball, I guess.
Right. It goes that many rails, the red ball could get in the way.
I think he's...
We played it long
Jeez, look
and
how
played
long he
behind the
played
yellow
that.
ball even. There's no kiss that way. Very nice.
7 and still in good shape.
Yes. What are the prizes for the high run in this
Now
tournament?
the high run is in the finals is $300.
Oh, double the reel there.
There is no need to
Big.
no need to lean over. Walt, we have that on tape. We could see it was no good.
Nice run there.
That was a nice run of 8, was it?
7, I believe.
7.
Left Jaspers a little
Yeah, that gives
system
him
shot here.
35.
He just needs 15 now.
At one of the Florida tournaments at Boca Billiards, we settled a dispute by replaying the tape, and we could see that the shot made,
Oh.
and the referee and all players couldn't tell when they were watching it.
Did they use that as a
Yeah.
as a determinator?
We,
that's good.
They all came and looked at the tape and agreed that it made, and that was the first time in billiard history that had
Just
been
like the NFL, huh? Instant replay.
All we needed was John Madden to say, "It made, it made." AccuStats Video Productions is building up quite a library of 3 cushion tapes now, as well as pool tapes. But if you want to get a list of all the 3 cushion tapes available, just call 1-800-828-0397. And if you didn't have a pencil to write that number down, just rewind and you can hear me say that all over again. You missed one.
Yes.
You could have put the game away there, I think, if you had made that.
Yep. Another tough shot here for Jaspers. It's a big kiss there, unless he either cuts the red ball all the way or drives it out of the way.
Oh, he's going to hit it thin a little bit, yeah.
Okay, we'll see.
No, shows what I know. Perfect.
Very nice.
Too perfect, really.
Yeah, again, they're just not quite setting up for him.
No, I wonder if you can double the rail off the white. I guess not.
Oh, it's possible, but it's a pretty low percentage shot because the red ball's so far out there. I think he might draw over to the side rail, Bob, and then play back behind the yellow, the red ball, I mean. No, he's not. He's going to double the rail.
Oh, he doesn't seem to be using enough side spin.
Oh, he did go to the side rail first. Hit it pretty badly.
Now we might see some sort of fancy Dan shot here.
Yes.
And he's just the man to do it.
It certainly is.
He's looking at the double rails. Not easy because the yellow's right on the...
Yeah, he's got to draw the white ball way back to the corner. There. Nicely done.
No problem.
Nicely done. And position. Got a lucky kiss there, kind of.
Yeah. He shot hard so the cue ball could get over to the first rail before it started bending forward.
Right.
That is Marco Zanetti on the monitor from Italy. He has staged a tremendous comeback in his game against Carlsen and has surged into the lead. Now back to the main event. Sayginer is doing a lot of damage in this inning. That's a perfect way to count. Oh, it rolled awfully far.
You have to go outside the red ball here.
Yeah, have to go outside, meaning the right
Draw
side.
and spin.
Nice slow speed.
Very nice.
What's the spin?
Actually came in and got the fourth rail.
That's amazing how much spin it still had.
This San Michel rubber holds the English just forever. It's fifth and sixth rail, seventh rail still has English on it. It's really incredible. Delicate shot there. Has to get right in the corner, just like that, to make it. Very nicely done.
Imagine having to spot this guy 10. That's another 6. Man, he's had a lot of clusters.
Yes.
I thought maybe out of etiquette he should refuse the 10-point spot, but that's...
Well, but so would Carlson's have to refuse it then, too.
But there's just enough money at stake that, why do it? If they're dumb enough to give him the 10, you might as well take it.
But what is first prize?
First prize, there were 35 entrants at $500 apiece, and then there's been some... That's Tony Carlson on the monitor from Denmark. One of the highest ranking players in the world. I think he's ranked 8th. And he started out like a house of fire, then Zanetti has caught up. Stalking the table. Very strong player. There's Sayginer getting ready to shoot. Is he going to try to back up?
Tiki, I think. No, he
Oh, no,
didn't.
it's a back up.
He didn't do the backup, but I think he just got a bit too much. What was the prize money again now, Bob?
That's one case where in this type of cloth you can take advantage of that backup.
Yes.
Make some shots that would be impossible on the regular cloth.
Absolutely.
Anyway, with some money added from various sources, we have a $3,600 first prize. He's spread it out pretty deeply through the field. $3,600 first, $2,500, $2,000, $1,700, $1,400. So he spread out the money pretty much.
And then, of course, you have to remember that there are actually 2 tournaments going on this year.
He has the consolation tournament going on at the same time, and first prize in that one is $2,000, $1,500, $1,200, and so on.
So even the last place finisher in that tournament gets his money back, his $500 entry fee back.
That's right. If you make either one of the tournaments, you get your money back. They each make either one of the final round robins, I should say.
That's right.
Oh my gosh, imagine missing that.
Yeah, that's very uncharacteristic of Mr. Jaspers. I think he might be feeling some of that 10-point spot problem.
I've got the 10-point blue.
I wouldn't sign a recording contract, Bob. Very nice shot there.
That's one.
Yeah, Sayginer is really rolling now.
Now he has 43, so he only needs 7 more.
Yes. Nice control there. Boy, that's a hard shot to control. We'll get the inning check after this inning is over. Okay, Walt? Right on the money.
3. That gives him 46. He needs 4 more.
Hit that hard to get it short. This table, if you don't hit that, some of those shots with speed, it'll just slide way long.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it's not extreme speed. It's just speed to keep it short. That's all. What's he gonna do here?
Is he doubling the rail?
I can't quite
behind
tell.
the yellow there?
Can't quite tell.
There
Yes,
it is, double
he
the
is.
rail.
Beautiful shot. Very
He
nice.
made it.
Very nice. And position again. He may run out here in this inning.
Yeah, because he's still got good position.
Yes. Control of the balls.
He had just too many clusters in this game to cope with.
Another position shot. Look at how he gets that red ball right over there.
Well, he might do something fancy here, like an extreme draw off the yellow.
Possible. Or maybe a backup off the draw of the yellow.
I bet you, he's force following.
Force follow through the yellow.
Would have thought that.
There it is. Well, it's that fancy shot.
And he got an
again.
extra rail.
Beautiful. Just barely missed it.
Look at
Jaspers smiling over there.
He wanted to run out.
Yes.
What a sensational! He was a long way from the rail, and he still got back twice to that long rail.
That's that big super stroke. Super stroke. What's the innings, Walt?
Do you have an inning count, Walt?
Nice shot.
48 innings?
No.
That can't be, can it?
No. That's the points.
That's the points.
Yes. That's not the innings.
Actually, that was his out shot, that last one. So he has 49 points. He needs one. And Jaspers has made one. 23 innings.
Yes, that sounds more like it. Over 2 average.
It hasn't been his
No, it
game.
hasn't been his game. He's just got too far behind. It's just too much pressure to spot this man. 10 points just to.
He has 31. Yes, I thought that was wrong. He has 48 points. He needs 2. Jaspers only has 31 points.
Well, now he's putting it back to 49 again. Seem to have a scorekeeping discrepancy here.
There's a little disagreement about the score. Checking the score. I thought he had 48, but...
Yeah. Well, they left it at 49. There's a beat missing on the string. He actually has 48, but it shows 49.
I see.
That's the problem. Oh, no wonder I lost my game there.
He's just not missing.
No. He's extremely confident.
Okay,
right
now he needs 1.
Yes. This could be a fancy shot, too. He could put a reverse off the yellow. Or hit it very, very thin. No, he's going long, I think. Yeah, long.
Yeah.
5 rails right to the system.
That's it. There it is, a victory for Mr. Sayginer in the first round of the finals. A beautiful game. It was only 23 or 24 innings, and he beat Jaspers, who ended up with 30.